Hello everybody, and welcome. This is Windrose, a little pirate survival game that I found actually thanks to a few streamers having it and finding it on a few social media apps. So I thought, well, I'm going to get it, and then I thought, well, I'm going to play it a bit. So, here we go. So, figured it would be a good change up from Conan. So, if I kind of go through things a little bit fast. And I will be skipping a lot of this stuff. Not planning on reading it or not. Many times I've been through this trying to figure it out because of some glitchiness that I encountered. Save causing everything to go out and corrupt was one of the issues that I came across. But that got fixed, and I'm not even exactly sure what happened. So that's what kept me from the character that you see on my account there. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a video. And here we go. So basically what happens is that you wake up on your ship, you're under attack, and you gotta figure out what's going on, and you end up getting shot, yada yada, and then you're tossed overboard to see that you're gonna live, or that you're still alive. So, and this is us waking up on the beach. What I like doing is just doing a quick run around the island, because when the game is when you first load into the game, you are pretty much got the fog of war. Sorry. And you got all these question marks and stuff. It's different areas and the like. I just go around the outer edge to get a feel. And your island that you wake up on is what I was trying to get at, and I distracted myself. You are it's procedural, meaning that it's very rare and everything for you to have the same island multiple times. So I could go create this, and things are supposedly different about the island. So I don't know if it's the shape, I don't know if it's the contents, everything. So I'm not exactly sure how all that works. So that gives you a weapon. I've not really used the club. So let's take... Never really used that in a fight. Here's a dodo. Huh. Not bad. Some dodo eggs. Oh. Huh. Got a feeling, though, that eats up a lot of stamina. Alright, so full stamina. No more than a sword. Okay. A lot of build up. But one thing I like doing is just running around, get a feel for the island. You know, its shape, so forth. A few things that I have noticed. There is one, it's usually on the south part of the island. There's like a camp. And, well, it's not really a camp, it's an abandoned trash camp. But, sometimes you gotta swim over to it, and sometimes it's got land leading to it. It can be completely blocked off by water, and sometimes there's no water to it. You might have like a little inlet kind of thing. So that's about the only differences I know. Everything else is where it is, you know, on the island. So I'll just run around, see if I want to club. Oh, crude damage, I think is what this does. I'm not really familiar with it. I've only been playing for off and on for a couple of weeks. I say off and on mainly because I restart the character. I think the current one I got now that I'm running, he's pretty far on up there. I want to say he's like level 9. So here, no, that's saying it down. I was getting ahead of myself. This gives me an idea of which end of the island I want to build on. I know it's a roundabout way of doing it. I don't do things normally. I feel that there's different ways of playing a game, as long as pretty much the end goal is the same. So far I'm liking this. Alright. I got another blue. Bird, dodo, whatever you want to call it. It's coastal. I was taking care of these in 2 whacks. Alright. It's odd. There's another one around here. There's a south. Alright. Let's go before I end up hurting myself a lot. Got a few. Yeah. I do have mods on. When I found out that there was some mods that you can get for the game. I think the mods, the ones that I've got, get more resources from when you gather resources like mining, I think with the pickaxe and axe, harvesting from animals. There's One that increases the chance of getting rare items or rare drops. I haven't really encountered that much. I feel like I'm getting the same amount of drops, so I don't see what that's actually doing. The campfire has a further reach than default. I want to say it's like 3 times bigger than normal. So and I did try to balance things out to where it's not on what I consider suicidal setting, meaning that a boar huffs at you and you fall over dead, which is kind of pointless when you're first starting out. Yeah, I'm hurting. Not really noticeable, but I like how you seem to get dirty as you go. The more you run around. So, but this is the island. It looks like I've got one that is completely separated by water. So, that's the one that has a small little abandoned camp on it. So, yeah. You can get water on here. Can't get the big ship through, or the ketch. But it does seem to be, so something too big of a swim. Usually when I'm running around, I'm grabbing these little scattered resources. I'm not going too crazy grabbing them. I'm just distracting myself, testing. So, I would recommend this game if you like survival games. If you like Conan, or games like Conan and such. It seems like it borrows from other games, but other survival games, that is. It reminds me a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. There are some elements that are very similar, in my opinion. So, alright, so we went completely around. Wasn't paying attention. So, this is pretty much the area we started in. We've already went around the island. Majority of things are up in this area, so I'll probably build my base over here. But I think that's not too far away. Or not too close, excuse me. It's usually like where I like starting out. When I played this game for the first time, I died so many times that I had death symbols all over the place. not knowing, because I'd already got my barrels and stuff like that, and I did not know you can get rid of them. So it was kind of funny, and found out by happenstance, basically, that it can be remedied by simply right-clicking the tombstone icon, and that will remove the visual evidence that you died on the map. It removes your shame. So now the part, I got to figure out how I want to do this. Alright, so there's the boar. Oh yeah. Okay, it's Sal. Let's see. Oh. So we'll build our little area here. So as you can see, a little bit bigger. Put everything we need right here. And one thing that, since everything's in the table, got to take it out of the table. It won't pull from the table I found when you go to start working on things. So you got to pull it from the table and put it in any storage containers you have. So that, and sworn. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong. Now my other game, I was doing that does maximum health. That does maximum health. So yeah, I was doing dodo and boiled crab, and for some reason it was giving me 2 of the food icons. So it was really weird. Oh yeah. Curious. Discovery. Travel bell. I'm gonna do my armor and my bag now. Well, my clothing and bag now. And I got a lamp. Tells me about my recipes. Challenges. Right. And if you're watching this and you'd like to see me do a live of it, I am working on doing that. Just right now, I only have one place to do that in. I haven't really worked out if I want to use a different place to do it or not. So right now I'm only doing it on TikTok. I haven't done it on anything else. So I'm looking at the purple up Twitch. So going over it and we'll see. If I do, it'll still be this character though, unless something goes wrong and I have to redo it because of my stupidity. So I don't rule anything out. Alright, let's see. I need this bad boy. Don't I have Lord. Alright, I feel stupid. That's why I couldn't do it. So what you start out with building. Suppose it's not played it, considering it. So we'll go this way. Question is, do I want to do that or nah. Now one. Dang it. There we go. There's 5. I think it's too close. Do that. 3 deep. That way. Alright. Now for walls. This is what I like about the building here. Take a look at the doors. Oh. We'll need some fiber. Excuse me a moment. Okay, sorry about that. And for those that don't want to spend a lot of time when they first come in building, that's fine. Unlike a lot of survival games, and I've had people tell me, or I've read it, and then I've had people, when I've talked to them about the game, they don't like the survival game where you earn experience by building, because it seems like that gives you even more. Here, you get it by completing quests. And I think in challenges, the hunts, so to speak, gives you a lot of, well, I think it's like 25 or 50 XP points. By completing them. So that's what I've seen so far. So, but I think you can only get to like level 14, I think it is currently, because they're not adding a whole lot at a time. So this is early access and things are changing. I think I read somewhere that it's like 6 months in between new content and major updates. But that's not saying that they're not active and they're not working on it, because they've done little patches here when things get reported. There's this whole thing to where people were losing access to their game, and yeah, people couldn't play. So they jumped in and figured it out, got it fixed, and that really, I don't want to say it surprised me, but honestly, after dealing with some of the game companies, yeah, I don't know why I just did that. going to do the big wall for right now. But yeah, if you don't want to, as I was saying, and again, got distracted myself, you don't want to spend a lot of time rebuilding like this. Understandable. Some people like that. They don't like doing a lot of building. They have a pre-built thing. You've got a large pier. You've got a small hut, and you've got a hut frame. You can take this and set it side by side, and then you have your own hut built. It's in like quarters. So when I first started, I just built that thing. And it's good starting out, but as you go, you're going to need bigger space. So you'll have several of those out. Or you can build a longhouse out of that. So you can see. I'm too early with this design. Just did not mean to do that, but while I got it. Yeah, that'll work. So I just did it that way. That. About something. Okay. I have some holes in my roof for right now because I don't think. Yeah. I don't have the other stuff fixed yet. I'm debating. I'm debating on if I want it just this size or if I want to go one more wider. thinking one more wider. But that's going to leave a gap up there. So let's take a look here. How this will work out. So we got that. Some of the benches might not be able to do so well like that. Yeah, it'll work for now. So right now, I've just got hat, boot, and gloves. Might just do storage behind me. Everything's either 16 or 28. Basket just means 16 slots, everything else is 28 slots. Alright, 10 rope. And 16 coarse fiber. Okay. Alright, so there's that. And one good thing about this, simply your construction mats get pulled from that. Well, not really that. All your materials get pulled from as needed. So we'll put equipment in here for now. Let's make a bed and we'll put it over on this side for now. I'm missing plant fiber, but of course I am. You can actually get wood from this stump. That's something I like. And when the tree falls, it actually does damage to other trees that it hits on its way down. So they're easier to chop down in the long run, see? Some damage to this one. And they will also, trees when they fall, I have found, will damage your structures. So, there's that. Okay, I done forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, bed. So we have that. We're gonna rebuild that. Huh. Don't have enough stone. I can pick up a lot, apparently. Don't see this as being necessary. It's just something I like doing. there's that. Not ideal, but it will let some light in. Oh yeah, I gotta put the bonfire back. You there. Cooking fire, we get a little bit closer to there. So it's not all just like jumbled up. Alright, it's not bad for that one. Let's see what our quest says. Alright, we get to go mine some copper. Turn up. Wish there was an auto run. Now, unlike most Survivor games that I've played, this one actually, I wouldn't really say rewards you, but you get benefits from having decorations in your base. So it helps with your comfort level, which you see the guy there kind of looks like a pirate captain in green with a timer on the screen. That is your comfort level. It increases your stats. Sorry about that. I had that. Take a look. Do I even have... Why do I have a gun out? Don't need it. Don't have much in the way of gunpowder, much less ammo. Those are the drowned. Ooh. Usually get a ring or necklace in here, along with some healing herbs that will... Sadly, we can't use it this early on. Oh yeah, this is the pig area. We'll go around here. Oh, you got a little trick me there. Alright. Phew, that was close. Okay, it gives us a different bed to use. And this one gives us the roof items. So we can finish our house. Oh yeah, and one of the other mods I got is better inventory. Higher stacks, so because the game keeps one default. I got one more chest somewhere. The game by default wants to stack it in stacks of 50. This one goes up to 900, I think it is, 999. And those little blue dodos are a pain. They have a bicycle kick. That if you're not ready, it will hurt you pretty bad. That's why I get to see it. Majority of it. It's under actual overgrowth. Here we go. So now I got 40. What I recommend, now you can use your lanterns in here, or in any cave, but it does have a build anywhere feature. And I do mean build anywhere. another mod that I have is Better Lantern. Stamina up. Go through. I know this is only giving me standard rock, but it, to me, it feels like if you clear it out completely, the resources will respawn better and quicker. So, which I think is silly if it's true. You gotta completely get everything, waste rock and or alike. And the reason I think it's silly is it gives you more waste and not enough resources. That's why I got a resource mod. And there are times later on now on my other character, my offline character, I guess is what I would call it now. that I have to build walls behind me where I'm mining, because their caves aren't always going to be a safe space. I found that out the hard way. Got greedy and wasn't paying attention. And the ground came up behind me and got me. Okay. There's that. And I think that has that side cleared out. My suggestion, anyone that's looking at this, curious, has never played it before, I would make a suggestion to save your gunpowder. And what I mean by that, when you start out, you're only given 10, I believe it is. Yeah, you're only given 10. So that's 10 shots. Sure, you don't have bullets. I don't recommend a lot of stone bullets, so don't go crazy making them, because you cannot recover the materials from the bullets once you make them or find them. You can get bullets, you can actually use pearls. Now, you might not get them each time from opening the shells that you find. You won't get them from Triton shells. Those are used for decoration. And that one bed that we picked up in the ruins as we were coming here. So, pick up Triton shells. Those are the ones that look like they got spikes off of them. Save on to those and store them as soon as you get back to your base. And when you need them for a crafting recipe, they'll get pulled strictly from your storage. I want to say it's like 15 or 20 blocks away. So you can get pearls. Once you open up the thing, if you get them, you get them. If you don't, you don't. I have had the shells open almost automatically from the time that I picked them up. Okay, that's everything. So we're done in here. Get all my lights. Double checking as I go. Here. I think it's got everything uncovered. A little bit of foggy area. Turn the lamp off. Base right over there. There's clay. There it is. I really haven't noticed clay renewing. So, I'm not saying it doesn't, I just haven't really noticed. But then again, I've gotten more than I needed just from a couple of patches of it. And before I found the mods, I had exhausted 3 copper mines on one playthrough. And was still running short on copper. Had hunted 2 or 3 islands of pigs and barely had enough leather or hide to do things. So the amount you get is kind of silly for the grind. Makes it overly grindy. Alright, see, this is a Triton's horn. And this is the ones that it's a closed scallop shell. So the scallop shell is where you get the pearls from. Let's take a look here. See, I got a pearl. So now I have ammo. I got a couple more of these back at base. So we can go open those and have some few pieces of ammo in case I get in a bite and need them. Oh, hey, Doc.
Body a dance, Captain.
And dang it, didn't even ask him the question I needed. Alright. So, now we have 2 new quests, or events. Rescuing the crew, and I need a bigger boat. Got that. got that. We got a level 2 rested bonus. Basically, the more rested you are and the higher it is, the more you get. Right now, stamina regenerates faster. So it comes in handy. Just the more decorations you have. So let's finish the roof here real quick. Actually, no, scratch that. Need to set these out. I need that turning into charcoal. And yes, those will hurt you when they fall. Not much, but we can take a chance of you. Rolled in Jimmy and took a bit out of me. Alright, so see I got 1 pearl. 14, so let's do 4 real quick. So out of those 4 I got 3 pearls. So you don't always get one. We're gonna do all 10. And so yeah, I've got 7 shots. On wood, 120. Good on wood for right now. So, shoot, I'm gonna do this real quick. Where'd it go? Oh, right in there. What do you know? here. Go to roof. Go this way. Oh, it's the 26th one. Oh, that ain't right. What? Corner. It's not giving me all of them. Use the 45. The 45's not big enough. What the heck? I don't remember a man that small. Okay, so let's do this. Big deal. Now it's complete. Take that over here and get a few ingots going real quick. Now, one of the things I can do, hit the wrong key. That one's for level 2. I can make this shovel and go get that one going. Or I can go work towards getting my boat. So I've got 4. See, that's some decorations. Not gonna be much, but alright, got that. That. Here. Let's move this up to 3, and regardless of how many you use, it's going to be the same. It needs rope. Get that. Alright. Now we're up to 6. Why? All right. See how 2 more left. All right. Build a weapons bench and upgrades to my cooking fire and workbench. And got a few new recipes. Can't do any of them yet though. Oh, excuse me. They don't do anything. So I usually just put them outside. Oh, I need one more copper ingot. There we go. This thing. And yet again, I need a copper ingot. that does is all the gear you do not want. Take here and dismantle. I got nope. And there you go. As the saying is, you don't want to make too many stone bullets, because it'll get to the point where you no longer need it, and you can get there pretty fast. Pretty soon you won't need much of the copper that you're mining, but that doesn't mean don't mine it and don't smelt it, because you're going to need it for upgrades for quite a while, and creating new armors and weapons. Also nails. So I would keep mining copper no matter what. And I also created another bag. By itself, it increases your inventory space without mods a fraction. With mods, it adds the same amount. It's just have a lot of storage space, as you can see. So another thing you're going to need copper for is travel bells. These help you set up fast travel spots. So you and items for like expansions and so forth. So that's going to be the video for today. Getting a decent start. We're at the point where I'm getting ready to make new gear, upgrade some gear. I'm going to be working on. Then then I'll be traveling. We'll go do some of the new quests that we got. And that should be on the next time I do a video of this. So we'll just take over where I left off. So we'll see you all later, and until then, you all have fun.